we are raising mentally weak children because we overdo for them. One of the concepts in the book I really love is if you do too much for your children, you are increasing your self-esteem by stealing theirs. We develop mental toughness by solving problems.
Right.
So it's so important to, when a child says, I'm bored, rather than you fix it, just say, I wonder what you're going to do about it. And then shut up. Let them begin to figure out their problems or the solutions to their problems rather than being overly involved with them.
Yo, let me hit this one. I was in the middle of shaving. I turned the shower off to come get this one, man. More of this is what the world needs. You guys gotta understand that this whole parenting style, softer, redirecting, my kid would never, protecting your kid. This is all parasitic love. This is the type of love that says, if I do things that you'll like, maybe you'll accept me and love me and listen to me. This type of love and guidance and parenting turns on a dime when the kid starts to realize, one, they fail to develop the emotional intelligence and robust durability required to become a well-formed adult that can deal with the inevitable challenges of maturation, or the maturation process. And two, it's an insecure, parasitic type of love because you're afraid of the lack of your kid's approval. And this happens because you have an external locus of control, meaning your environment is telling you your value. And so the way things work in your environment dictates directly the value you see in yourself because you haven't changed your identity, built a foundation in the place where you should get your identity, which is this way, vertically rather than horizontally, which is your relationship with God and what He says about you. He says things about you that are the most amazing and powerful things if you can integrate that will sustain you through all the challenges that could ever come from the external voices in your life. And it's really the only way for you to walk in dominion is by understanding what He says about you as your Heavenly Father. Your Father is actually who's supposed to give you your identity. That's why you take on the name of your earthly father and you take on the name of your spiritual father, Christ. If you do things right, you build your foundation in the rock, on the rock, rather than in the sand. But however, nonetheless, we're all just doing the best we can. This isn't a message of condemnation, but a message of reflection to cause you to look at the way that you're parenting. And the reality is you can't bestow that which you have not already integrated and learned for yourself. So if you're the type of person, which is 90% of the types of persons out there, who is getting your value from external things, your job, what your girl, your guy, other people are saying and doing, and the way they're interacting with you, it's going to be super organic for you to have this parasitic love with your kids where you're trying to get their acceptance too because you're trying to get everyone else's acceptance. And your child and everyone, including your children, will actually understand and not only see that that's weak and treat you as such in time as they develop into an adult, but also they'll fail because of this little protective bubble to develop the muscles and durability that they need to be able to face the world head on the way you need to in order to be able to walk in the authority and dominion God has for you. The reality though is that because most adults don't ever develop that, they pass that down through social heredity to their children, and it's created a whole generation of insecure, weak individuals. And so the fix is give your children the opportunity to struggle. Those of us who are bigger and stronger than the others are just those people who voluntarily go and struggle. I can tell the measure of a man by the measure of his problems, right? We voluntarily go to struggle at the gym so we can be bigger and stronger than everyone around us. You need to give your kids the opportunity to struggle. Otherwise, they'll get out into the world. They'll run into an employer like me who's got to give them constructive feedback, and they will hunt the opportunity to actually have a fulfilling and fruitful job for any duration of time because they've never been told no, they've never seen themselves accurately, and they don't know how to pivot and make changes, and they think that any negative feedback they get is an attack on their identity rather than a love language designed to help them develop as individuals from a father figure, a leadership figure, a guiding figure that just wants to win and make money with them long term together, right? So this is a massive problem. More of this, please. Hey, more good stuff to come. Man of peace, discipleship, fellowship. Check us out at the links below. Boom.
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God.